Welcome to yoga. This video is going to be a restorative yoga practice. As always with restorative yoga, you'll need a couple props to help you through the practice, and the props are meant to help support you as we hold a particular posture during the practice. I will of course let you know, I will of course keep track of the time and let you know when it is time to transition into the next posture, so you don't have to worry about that, just have to follow along. For today's practice, I'm going to be a little overzealous with the props today, so get two yoga blocks or a couple books if you don't have a yoga block. I recommend 2 yoga blankets. If you don't have a yoga blanket, maybe a folded towel would work as well. And then 1 bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you might want to try a sturdy pillow or a couch cushion would also work. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to move a couple props out of the way so that we can see a little bit. So if you want to place one blanket at the top of your mat to use as a pillow, and let's lay down on the body. You might want to have your bolster handy. I like to lay on the back with my knees supported by a bolster, but it's up to you, whatever's comfortable for you. I find that with the knees on top of the bolster, it helps to relax the lower back a little bit better in the practice. So let's come to lay on the back, nice and comfortable. Make any last minute adjustments you need to do. Open the arms out with the palms facing up. And just any last minute movements, adjustments, adjustments in temperature. Maybe you want a light jacket, whatever that might look like for the practice. And just get comfortable laying on the back. Tuck the chin in very slightly just to elongate the back of the neck. Close your eyes. We're going to first start with a body scan, and then we will go into a rotating breath cycle. So, laying on the back, closing the eyes. Begin to just bring an awareness to the body, to your breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And welcome yourself to this moment, letting go of any tasks you were completing before you got here. Letting go of any to-do lists that you need to do after your practice. Just arriving to this moment in time. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Bring your awareness to the weight of your body against the ground. Notice each point or place where your body comes in contact with the ground. And notice the support beneath you from the earth. Relax into that support. Bring an awareness to the soles of your feet. Relax the soles of your feet. Bring your awareness to the tops of your feet. Relax the tops of your feet. Slowly and methodically work your way up your body, feeling each individual body part and then relaxing it. So moving on up, bring your awareness to your legs. Relax your legs. Bring an awareness to your torso. Relax your torso. Bring an awareness to your arms. Relax your arms. Bring an awareness to your hands and relax your hands. Bringing your awareness to your neck, relaxing your neck. Bring an awareness to your back and your shoulders. Relaxing your back and shoulders. Bring an awareness to your head. Relax your head. Soften the crown of your head and feel your entire body from head to toe, relaxed, soft, and heavy. Notice each place where you come in contact with the earth. Feel that support beneath you and relax deeper into that support. Bring an awareness to your breath without trying to change anything. Just notice your natural inhale and exhale and begin to deepen that inhalation and that exhalation. On your next inhalation, I want you in your mind's eye to imagine drawing in the breath, the prana, the life force, the energy in through the left foot, up the left side of the body to the crown of the head. Pause. As you exhale, I want you to imagine exhaling with the exhalation traveling down the right side of the body and out the right foot. Inhale, imagine the inhalation traveling up through the right foot, through the right side of the body to the crown of the head. Pause. As you exhale, the exhalation traveling down the left side of the body, out the left foot, letting go and clearing the body, the mind of anything that no longer suits you. On your next inhalation, breathing in through the left foot, up the left side of the body to the crown of the head. Pause. As you exhale, down the right side of the body, out through the right foot. Inhale through the right foot, up the right side of the body to the crown of the head. Pause. Exhale, down the left side of the body, out the left foot. A couple of cycles just like this. Inhaling through the left foot, up to the crown of the head. Exhale, down the right side of the body, out the right foot. Inhale through the right foot, to the crown of the head. Exhale, down the left side of the body, out of the left foot. One more time. Inhale through the left foot, to the crown of the head. Exhale. exhale down the right side of the body, through the right foot. Inhale through the right side, through the right foot, up the right side of the body to the crown of the head. Pause. Exhale down the left side of the body, out the left foot. And resume your natural breath here. Whenever you're ready, let us transition into our first posture, which is going to be a supported child's pose. So for this posture, you're going to need your folded blanket and your bolster. Grab your bolster and place it vertical on the mat. Grabbing your blanket and placing it at the bottom of the bolster. Now you might have to space it out a little bit because you want to get the tops of your feet onto the blanket. And you want to bring the bolster so that the corners are touching halfway up the thigh. So you have this beautiful V shape with the thighs, with the legs intersecting with the bolster here. Yes? Tops of the feet are supported by the blanket. Placing the hands on the bolster, inhale, rising up through the crown of the head. Exhale, walking the hands up the bolster and kind of pulling and grabbing the bolster towards you as you come to lie the torso onto the bolster. The forearms are going to rest on the mat with one arm on each side of the bolster. And then you're going to bring either the left ear or the right ear to the bolster. And feel free to alternate the ear as we lay here in this supported posture. Feel free to close the eyes. Take a deep inhale here through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh. Relaxing into this posture, into this moment, into the practice. Inhaling, exhaling, maintaining that 3-part breath that we started at the beginning of this practice. Deep inhale into the belly and exhale through the nose. Coming back. Let us transition to our next posture. Pressing the palms into the mat. Press and lift the torso from the bolster. Walk the hands back. And we're ready to transition. So our next posture is going to be Mountain Brook. So turn the bolster so that it is now horizontal with the mat. And for this posture, grab your blanket and put it at the top. Again, we're going to use it as a pillow. And let's grab our second blanket here. And what I want you to do, so my blanket is quite thick. I don't know if you can tell. There you go. Kind of thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it kind of long ways so that it's a little thinner, like you can see. And then I'm going to roll it up. So you're going to roll up your blanket. And the goal is that you want your blanket to really be kind of rolled up to be, let me see, how many inches would this be? Maybe 3 or 4 inches, something like that. We're not looking for a super chunky roll here. So as you can see, mine is rolled long ways, like a giant taco. Ooh, now I'm hungry. All right, and I'm gonna place it maybe a few inches away from my other folded blanket that I'm gonna use as a pillow. The goal of this particular rolled up blanket is to rest underneath the shoulder blades, underneath the heart chakra. So when you come to lay on the back, you might have to make a little adjustment here or there, but just so you know what the intended goal is. So, sitting on the mat, swing the knees on top of the bolster. You want to make sure that the bolster is close to your sit bones and that the heels of your feet are resting on the mat. And then we're going to slowly lower the back. And again, right, I'm kind of scooching down a little to adjust myself so that this rolled blanket is underneath my heart chakra, is at the bottom, and it's at the bottom of my shoulder blades, right? And this might kind of be a little jarring of a posture at first because this is a bit of a heart opener. So we have our head resting against the pillow, tuck the chin in very slightly just because we want to make sure the back of the neck is not being crunched up. And then inhale the arms up and overhead, resting on the folded blanket behind you. And welcome to Mountain Brook. Close the eyes. I like this posture because it feels almost like we are a little river, right? We're sort of cascading over the rolled up blanket, down onto the mat, and then up and over the bolster again. So just taking in deep inhalations, exhaling through the nose, connected to our 3-part breath. Inhale, exhale. Coming back, let us transition. Bring the arms to the belly, placing both hands on top of the belly for just a moment. Bring the soles of the feet on top of the bolster. And then turn either to the right or to the left side into a fetal posture. And press up back to seated. And let us go into our supported twist. So I'm going to move. I'm going to refold my blanket really quick because I'm going to need it. So fold it up one more time. Okay. Now, grabbing your bolster, placing it vertically on your mat. Let's grab our folded blanket and place it at the bottom of the bolster. And come to sit, let's first start on the left side. So come to sit on the left hip in this sort of beautiful mermaid pose. So I'm sitting on my left hip, and I have my knees sort of stacked here in this beautiful mermaid pose so that the legs are bent to one side, to the right side. And I'm going to turn the torso and place each palm on either side of the bolster at the corners. And I'm going to walk my hands up the bolster. And now here's where we have some options. So you can place your left ear on the bolster like so, placing either forearm on the mat on either side of the bolster. If you're looking for something a slightly deeper stretch from here, what you can do is you can slide that right leg out so that the right knee meets the left sole of the foot. And if you're still looking for a deeper dive into this posture, you can inhale, lift the head, and exhale, bringing the right ear to the bolster, turning over to the left. Now you can try that and see how it feels. If it's a little too intense, which it might be, I would recommend that you just take it back one step from whichever step you moved forward on. So, and there's nothing wrong with just squaring off the shoulders and walking the hands down onto the bolster and bringing the left ear to the bolster. That's fine too. Close the eyes, settle into this posture, into this gentle twist of the spine. Coming back, let us transition. So if your right ear is to the bolster, please turn to bring the left ear to the bolster. Stacking the right knee on top of the left. Bring the palms under the shoulders. Press into the mat and lift the torso. Walk the hands onto the bolster until you come into an upright posture. Welcome back. And let us twist on the right side now, right? Whatever we do to one side of the body, we want to try to replicate it on the other side. And we might not be perfect because we're not perfectly symmetrical. So I'm gonna just sort of bring the bolster to the other side of my mat. So I'm sitting on my right hip, again in this mermaid posture with both knees stacked here on top of each other with the legs sort of bent. And we're gonna turn to look at our bolster, bringing our palms on each corner at the bottom of the bolster, squaring our shoulders off as well, right? So we wanna be nice and tall. And let's walk the hands up the bolster. Bringing the right ear to the bolster to start. Now, whatever you did on the other side, I would encourage you to explore and try to see if you could replicate that on this side. So if you had the right leg stretched out, I would invite you to first stretch out the left leg, bringing the left knee to the sole of the right foot. And then finally, if you had your head turned with your right ear to the bolster, then I would encourage you to try bringing the left ear to the bolster here. So try that out, see how it works. If you're feeling any tension or any pushback from your body, just honor that, that boundary. Honor your boundaries always. And just dial it back one step, okay? Take a deep breath here, exhale. Stay connected to your 3-part breath. I know it might be a little bit more challenging because we are in a twist, but we're just gonna try our best to maintain that connection to the breath, to the prana, to the life force, replenishing, refreshing our prana, and letting go of the old or that which no longer suits us. Close the eyes, settle in. Welcome back. Let us transition to our next posture. So if you have your left ear on the bolster, please turn to bring the right ear to the bolster first. Next, stacking the left knee on top of the right knee here. And then finally, bringing the palms under the shoulders. Press and lift the torso, walking the hands towards you on the bolster until you come back into an upright posture. Welcome back. All right, let's transition to our next posture. So bringing the bolster horizontally onto the mat, grab your folded blanket and place it to one side of the mat. We're going to use that as a pillow. And have your other folded blanket sort of handy nearby because you might need it. All depends. So swinging the knees on top of the bolster, bring the bolster towards your sit bones and slowly rolling down until you are lying on the back on your mat. Okay? Make sure you have that blanket handy. Might need it. Now from here, we're going to get into a reclining pigeon. So make sure your heels are resting on the mat. If they can't reach the mat for some reason, that just means you need to bring your bolster closer to your sit bones, okay? Once you're there, once your heels are touching, I want you to bend the right knee and bring the sole of the right foot on top of the bolster. And then supporting that right knee or that right leg with the hand, I want you to open the knee, bringing the ankle, your right ankle on top of the left knee. Now, this is where you might need the extra folded blanket. So if you do, just kind of slide that under to help support. But if you don't need it, then you don't need it, and that's also totally fine. So I invite you to just be curious, to try it out, see what it works, what doesn't work. And to settle in, we will open our arms out with the palms facing skyward, resting on the earth. Tuck the chin in very slightly to elongate the back of the neck. Close the eyes. And let's do a little breath work while we're here. So I want you to inhale to a count. So inhale deeply into the belly for 1, 2, 3. Pause at the top of the breath. And exhale for 1, 2, 3. Pause at the bottom of the breath. This time as we inhale deep into the belly, we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top of the breath and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the bottom of the breath. Inhale the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing at the top of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the bottom of the exhale. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing at the top of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing at the bottom of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. And resume your normal breath cycle here. Keeping that connection to the 3-part breath. Inhaling Into the belly, chest rises. Exhale, gently out the nose. Let us transition to our next posture. Supporting the right leg, bring the right foot on top of the bolster and stretch that leg out, grabbing the blanket if you need and moving it out of the way. Okay, excellent. So stretching that right leg out. And now bending that left knee, bringing the sole of the left foot to the bolster. And we're going to support the leg as we open the left knee, bringing the left ankle on top of the right knee. For supported pigeon on the left side now. So relaxing through the arms, palms facing up, closing the eyes, settling in. And again, if you need that folded blanket underneath, feel free to grab it and to use it. Bringing awareness and attention to your breath. Begin to deepen each inhalation and lengthen each exhalation. Let us return to our breath meditation. Tuck your chin in very slightly. Let us inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing at the top of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing at the bottom of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing at the bottom of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the bottom of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause at the bottom of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. And resume your natural breath cycle. Inhaling through the nose, belly expands, chest rises. Exhale through the nose, feeling the warm breath on your upper lip. us transition to our second to last posture. So supporting that left leg, let us gently bring our left foot on top of the bolster. Slide the blanket out, maybe hug both knees into the chest here, rock a little side to side, very gently massaging through the kidneys and the adrenal glands. And you can push your bolster to the side if you want, and you can begin to rock up and down very gently on the spine until you come up into seated, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can turn to the left or right side in a fetal posture and then press up into seated. Now, for our final posture, we're going to do, a supported forward fold. So, grab your blanket, and we're going to sit on the blanket. And grab your bolster, bring it back onto the mat horizontally, and let's swing the knees on top of the bolster to start with, okay? Grab your two blocks, have them handy because we're going to need them in this forward fold. So scooch that bolster close to your sit bones here and make sure you're sitting nice and comfortable on top of your blanket. So, a couple things to know about your yoga block is the different levels, right? So if your block is resting like this on something, then this will be the highest setting to reach you. This would be a medium setting, and then flat would be the lowest setting. Just keep that in mind. Have the block handy and maybe place it in between the knees here. Inhale, reach the arms up, lifting through the crown of the head, through the sit bones. Exhale, hinge from the hips and come down. And see where your hands kind of land. They may land on your shins, they may land on the tops of the feet, or they may reach your toes. Wherever you are, that's perfectly fine. And we want to bring the third eye, or the area, the forehead basically, the area between the eyebrows, onto the block. So that's why you might need two blocks to help stack blocks here if you need it, right, to reach. Now, so play with the levels of the blocks and see what works for you. So you might want to start at the highest setting here, bringing the third eye to that highest setting and relaxing into the posture. So this might feel good. Maybe you want to go to level 2, a little deeper into that forward fold, whatever works for you. Just make sure you're always honoring your body's boundaries. That's the most important thing. And so once you've figured that out, relaxing into this posture, bringing sort of this bowing to yourself, if you will, folding into yourself. Bringing the upper body to the lower body. And just settle in. Close your eyes. Feeling gentle stretch in the lower back, in the hamstrings. The hands or arms are draped over the feet or the shins. Or if you want to just place them by your sides on top of the bolster, whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong outside of ensuring that we've come into the posture correctly. Coming back, transitioning to our final posture, Shavasana. Inhale, release the third eye from the block, looking forward. Remove the block to the side. And slowly rise to sit back up. Now for our final posture, if you want to move the bolster a little down the mat and use your folded blanket as a pillow perhaps. If you want to use your second blanket as a blanket on top of you, that's also a great idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing my knees on top of the bolster so that I have everything supported for Shavasana. And just come to lay on the back. Tuck your chin in very slightly as we prepare for this Shavasana. Close the eyes. Bring the arms out to a T with the palms facing up. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Open the mouth and sigh. If your knees are resting on top of the bolster, just make sure that the heels of your foot are resting on top of the mat. Allow the toes to relax and splay out to the corners of the room. And just relax here into this 5-minute Shavasana. I came across a post today about the benefits of Shavasana, so I just wanted to share that with you. So 5 reasons why it's important. It gives the body a chance to integrate the effects of the yoga practice. It boosts brain health, enhancing mental clarity, sharpening memory, and improving focus. Shavasana promotes deeper, more restful sleep by calming the mind and relaxing the body, preparing you for true restoration. Shavasana strengthens your body and mind's ability to handle stress calmly and effectively. And lastly, it's a gentle reminder of the power and beauty of simply being still. So that's why if you can only spare 5 minutes for your Shavasana, I will take it. If you want to do a longer Shavasana, knock yourself out. It has great benefits for you, right? And if I may share a poem today. We measure so many things: the speed of light, the distance from one house to the next, the inches we are in height. But often we forget to measure how many I love yous we say before time quickly passes us by, or how many people we share honest conversations with, knowing we all exist under the same sky. We measure how far we've come by how many more miles we can run. We measure how much we've grown by a mark on the wall with our name. But how far we've come should be measured in what we choose to do with all our time. And how much we've grown should be decided by always choosing kindness and not merely sometimes. For greatness is not measured in all the things you can do, but by the grace that you show to all those in need of you. Coming back, transitioning out of Shavasana. Begin to introduce some gentle movements back to the body, maybe moving the fingers, wiggling the toes, stretch the jaw, deepen the breath. Just anything that feels good, anything that calls out to you. When you're ready, hug the knees into the chest, rock gently side to side, left to right, and then come to rest on either the left or right side in a fetal posture, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Take a deep inhale here, open the mouth and sigh. And then when you're ready, press and come to sit back up in a Sukhasana easy posture. Fluttering the eyes open, welcome back. Inhale, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale, down the midline to the heart. A couple times just like that. Inhale, reaching up through the sit bones. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, big circle. Palms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, the palms to the heart center. And let's take a moment here and just bow our heads in gratitude for each other, for this practice. Feeling that connection to our own light, to love, to the universe, to all that there is, was, and ever will be. And let us close with an Om. Take a deep breath into the belly. Until we meet again, from my heart to yours, Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please comment, like, subscribe, check out our other videos, and continue to support us.